In China, their tens of thousands of high school students went back to school in Beijing and Shanghai this week after months of closure. Earlier, I spoke to our correspondent Charles Pellegrin in Beijing. He told me what measures have been taken to control the epidemic there.
The way that the schools are reopening in China is that it's being done in a cautious and a very gradual way. Beijing and Shanghai are among the last regions in China that have reopened their schools. And here in Beijing, for instance, only 50,000 high schoolers are back in school since this Monday. And they've been chosen because they have a graduating exam scheduled for this July. And on top of that, there's been many measures have been taken to prevent any possibility of an epidemic rebound. For instance, really enforcing social distancing measures. For example, making more entries to the school grounds open so as to avoid any possibility of overcrowding, and obviously a lot of prevention measures like mandatory mask wearing, systematic hand washing and disinfecting, and temperature taking several times during the day before going to school, while entering the school grounds, and before every single class. And if one student has a temperature that's judged a bit high, then they're brought to an isolation tent where they are taken care of. Another element that's very important here is the use of mobile tracking apps that give everyone here in China a different health code, and depending on that health code, you can have access to the school or not. So many different protocols have been set up, and actually some schools had to do a number of drills before schools reopened to make sure that these were working adequately.